When was it time to stop being Mr. Nice Guy? After 15 years of being used by everyone around me, I finally snapped. Now, they're all begging for the old me back. I spent 35 years being the nice guy, the one who said yes to everything, the one who helped everyone, the one who never complained. And where did it get me? Divorced, broke, living in a one-bedroom apartment while everyone I'd helped lived comfortable lives built on my back. It started when I was a kid. My parents taught me that kindness was everything. Help others, put people first. Good things come to those who give. So I gave. I gave my whole life. In high school, I let friends copy my homework. They graduated with honors. I barely passed because I spent more time helping them than studying myself. In college, my roommate couldn't afford rent for 3 months. I covered him. He never paid me back. He also never invited me to his wedding 10 years later. At my first job, I trained the new guy for 6 weeks. He got promoted over me because he was fresher, more energetic. I got a pat on the back and the same salary. I married young. Her name was Diana. She said she loved how kind I was, how I always put her first. What she meant was she loved having someone to use. I worked 60 hours a week while she spent money we didn't have. I cooked dinner every night while she complained about being tired from yoga. I cleaned the house every weekend while she brunched with friends. When I asked for help, she called me controlling. When I asked for appreciation, she called me needy. When I asked for respect, she filed for divorce. She got half of everything I'd built. Her lawyer was better because I couldn't afford a good one. I'd spent our savings on her shopping addiction. I was 35 years old, starting over. Nothing to show for 15 years of marriage except debt and a broken heart. That's when my brother called. He needed $5,000 for a business opportunity. Just a loan. He'd pay me back in 6 months. I'd heard this before. He still owed me $8,000 from the last 3 loans, but I was the nice guy. So I said yes. Then my mother called. She needed someone to drive her to appointments 3 times a week. My sister lived closer, but she was too busy. I was the nice guy, so I said yes. Then my co-worker asked me to cover his shifts for a month while he dealt with personal issues. I was already exhausted, but I was the nice guy, so I said yes. One Tuesday night, I was sitting in my empty apartment eating cold cereal for dinner. I'd given my brother money I needed for groceries. I'd spent my day off driving my mother around instead of resting. I'd worked 14 days straight covering for my coworker, who I later found out was on vacation in Florida. My phone rang. It was my father. He never called unless he needed something. "Your cousin needs help moving this weekend. You're the only one with a truck." I looked at my cereal, at my empty apartment, at the life I'd built by saying yes to everyone except myself. "No," I said. Silence. "What do you mean no?" "I mean no. I'm not helping. But you always help." "Not anymore." I hung up. My hands were shaking. I'd never said no to my father in my entire life. It felt terrifying. It also felt incredible. The next day, my brother called about another loan. No. My mother called about extra appointments. No. My coworker asked me to cover another shift. No. Each no got easier. Each no felt like breaking chains I didn't know I was wearing. My family didn't understand. They called me selfish, cold, different. My mother cried and asked what happened to her sweet boy. My brother said I'd changed and he didn't like it. My father told me I was disappointing everyone. Good, I said. I've been disappointing myself for 35 years. It's someone else's turn. The fallout was immediate. My brother had to get a real job when the money stopped. My sister had to help with our mother when I refused. My coworker got written up for attendance issues when I stopped covering for him. Everyone was angry at me. But for the first time in my life, I had money in savings. I had energy. I had time. I had peace. 6 months later, my brother showed up at my door. He looked tired. "I need help." "No, please. I'm desperate." "You were desperate 3 years ago too. And 5 years ago. I kept helping and you kept needing. That's not coincidence. That's a pattern. I can change, then change, but do it without my money." My mother called crying. "You've abandoned this family. I gave this family 35 years. I drove you to every appointment for 2 years while my sister did nothing. I loaned money I couldn't afford. I showed up every time anyone asked. And what did I get? A divorce I paid for alone. Debt from ungrateful siblings. A life built around everyone except me. I didn't abandon you. I just stopped abandoning myself." She hung up. I made dinner. A real dinner. Steak and vegetables. First time in months I could afford real food. My coworker got fired eventually. He asked me for a reference. I said no. He called me heartless. I called it boundaries. Last week Diana reached out. She heard I was doing better. Wanted to grab coffee. Talk about things. Maybe work on us. I laughed for 5 minutes straight. Then I blocked her number. Being the nice guy cost me my 20s, my marriage, my savings, my self-respect. Being honest about my limits gave me everything back. People still call me selfish. I call it survival. The old me would have apologized. The new me just shrugs. I spent 35 years being Mr. Nice Guy. I'll spend the next 35 being Mr. Right Guy. Right for myself, finally.